The poet George Santayana once said, "There is music in the earth for those who listen." In North America, a lot of it comes from the lowly sparrows. Many of them make gorgeous but simple music. Like any live performance, if you want to hear it, you need to go where it is. Baird's sparrow prefers native prairie. In 1873, Elliott cows found them in certain North Dakota locations, more numerous than all the other birds combined. But in the 1880s, farmers discovered the incredibly rich Dakota soil, and native prairie disappeared. Today, these birds are rare and local. Finding one is not easy. They blend in with the grass. They prefer running to flying and stay hidden. Identifying one is complicated by the ever-present savanna sparrows, darker and more heavily streaked. But eventually, a Baird's with its cotton candy pink legs will show itself, and like most other sparrows, let you approach if you do so respectfully. A scene like this one is exactly what Audubon and his companions saw for the first time in July of 1843. Baird's sparrow is one of the prairie bells on this 70-year-old audio recording. Today, its delicate tinkling song can still be heard if you search it out. Few areas in North America can equal the springtime prairie for the simple joys of solitude and listening and returning to the days of long ago. The way it used to be is also an apt description of the open pine woods that still cover much of central Florida. These forests feature widely spaced trees and an undergrowth of small flowers, grasses, and palmetto plants. In spring, as you walk the trails, hoping to catch a glimpse of a red-cockaded woodpecker, you will hear this. It comes from an unassuming little bird, but it is so pure and is probably the loudest thing around in these quiet gray-green woods that the temptation is to just sit down and listen to it. The bird rarely disappoints. Far from Florida, stretching 5,000 miles across North America from Newfoundland to Alaska, the northern conifer forest is where fox sparrows breed and sing. It's this northern subspecies whose ruddy red plumage gives the bird its name. For a simple affair, much has been written about the song of the fox sparrow. Rich, delicious, and joyful are some of the words used. An individual fox sparrow sings the same song over and over all day long in all types of weather. Recognize it by its three-note phrases. And then he tells you his color. Ruddy, ruddy. Here is a Central Alaskan bird. And one in Newfoundland. Along the Alaskan coast, the brown subspecies, called the sooty fox sparrow, sings a very different song. So does the grayer, slate-colored subspecies of the Rockies. They may not be quite as tuneful, but it's music all the same.